You know, Ascencia is kind of a special place. It's not just a shelter. It offers guidance and counseling and referrals to jobs and different things like that. And they actually hold people accountable.
Because we're in the downtown corridor, we come across many folks that are in desperate need of what Ascencia has to offer, whether it's veteran services or temporary shelters or long-term housing. Ascencia is that #1 go-to place.
Ascencia does a great job of being strategic and trying to focus all of that goodwill into a way that is very useful and meaningful for the people that need our help. And over the years, and certainly at this point in time, Ascencia really stands out as the premier homeless services coordinator as well as direct provider of those services.
I'm a single parent with 4 kids. I've been taking care of my kids by myself for about the last 5.5 years. And then I was recently a victim of domestic violence, so that's what caused me to be homeless. Finally, I got a number to Ascencia and came in and got interviewed, and then everything changed. My whole life changed after that. So now I got a job. You know, I got a place to stay. I got all my kids with me. I never had an opportunity like this in my life, really. No, it was like that. You know, I come from a different lifestyle where it's just, I lived in poverty all my life, so I don't know about all these kind of opportunities of getting help, like counseling and stuff when you're not making the right choices and stuff, you know, so.
I knew about Enos about 5 days after he moved into the shelter, and the first thing they noticed is what an awesome dad he was and all the positive energy he had. Enos is going to do just fine. He's going to get a good job. He loves to work. He's a great dad, and it's just a joy to be a part of what's happening with that family.
Thank you.
The Guest Chef program, it's a way for the fire department to give back to those who have a real need. You know, we do it once a month, and we're able to get up early and cook breakfast to try to send people off to a very good day. And what Ascencia does is they offer the community an opportunity to help and to get involved. For our firefighters, we see it, you know, on the front lines each and every day. We see the challenges that many people in the community face, from homelessness and different things like that. So it's an opportunity for us to help.
I went from being homeless. I went to a program for drug and alcohol, and when I got out, I was going to be homeless. Well, while I was in there, a person that knows Yuta introduced me, and we got together, and she brought me here and put me in a house. She saved me from being homeless.
I was in a women's domestic violence shelter, and they told me that Ascencia might be able to help me with permanent housing because I was disabled. From that point on, it took me a year of recovery just to get up and walk again, to get around. But Ascencia had been there all the time, coming out, home visits, checking on me, making sure I had food, making sure my son had clothes and, you know, different things that he needed I couldn't get out and get. It's like a family, you know. They really support. I see how they really care about the families that come here. You know, they really get them all back on their feet.
We've got a very exciting year. So we have the new building, which is hopefully 2013 in the spring, and we're very excited about that. It's definitely going to be helping us meet the needs in the community and providing the adequate space for the staff to do their job in helping people. So we're all really, really excited and looking forward to the move. We've worked alongside the hospitals for many years, but this is the first time where we're really starting to integrate our services. So we are going to be having staff people working with the folks who are in the emergency rooms and the emergency departments and with the discharge planners to identify homeless people who are coming through the hospital frequently. And those folks are going to be referred to us for placement in permanent housing and wraparound services so that we can help stabilize their health and actually get them on a track, ideally, to greater self-sufficiency in the permanent housing.
I think it just comes down to we're really fortunate. I mean, there are a lot of communities. Glendale is the 3rd largest in LA County. We're really fortunate to have such an amazing amazingly caring and amazingly resourceful organization right here in our borders that really wants to take care of the most needy, the most underserved.
We are so thankful to have Ascencia right next door in Glendale and then serving Burbank residents. And I think a lot of folks in Burbank don't fully appreciate the relationship that we have with Ascencia and the city of Glendale to provide regional services for the homeless. I think the biggest thing for me with Ascencia is not just the services that they provide, which are outstanding, it's the way that they provide those services. You know, they provide them with a real commitment to hope and compassion that I think a lot of other agencies don't. And so Ascencia just truly puts the heart in service.
The people in Glendale are so kind and so generous and so anxious to help. If we need whatever, there are clubs, there are organizations that just make it happen. So in my mind, we need all these wonderful people. And in a way, maybe they need us because they feel wonderful about what they're doing. So it's a mutual admiration society. I'm very, very grateful for them. And I'm very grateful to have the good fortune to be able to help these families.